Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. How is everyone doing? Good to see you all here. I am Myles Dyer and welcome to Myles Dyer Live. Last Wednesday of the month, the first month of 2024, which means the script goes out the window, all the usual formats don't exist, and instead we just hang out and have a chilled Q&A. So with that said, just getting it there from the get-go. If you do have any questions that you want me to answer on the show, just put a Q at the beginning and then I can save it and come back to it later. You can ask me about anything from the serious to the absurd. I can't always get to all the questions, but it's nice to build up a nice list. But I do say put a Q at the beginning because sometimes you're asking questions that don't intend to be made a pillar of these episodes. But yeah, I hope you're doing good. I always feel repetitive saying this, but you know, every week is an update. I'm still feeling pretty trash at the moment. I've been pretty like active. Been working out every day, been going for walks, doing all the right stuff. And last week we were talking about the mental health first aid kit and what would be in that. And I've definitely been diving a lot into it. But sometimes it takes a bit for your body to catch up. And just before the show, I had a real nice comfort thing of a hot chocolate. Bought myself some hot chocolate powder today, and a banana. Have you ever had a banana with a mug of hot chocolate? It's an amazing combo, absolutely amazing combo. I also hung out with an ex-colleague of mine who is also, I'm an ex-colleague of theirs because we worked at the same place and we were both let go at the start of the year. And we went out for an amazing meal for lunch, had a lovely catch-up. So been doing all the good stuff. But I've been sleeping lots. And I just feel super low energy. And I think it's also because of the short days and that. So I just wanted to sort of put that out there at the beginning. I know this is all about, you know, welcome and it's all high energy. But sometimes I just got to be honest and say, hey guys, I'm really struggling at the moment, but I'm all right, like in terms of I know what to do about it. But yeah, if I seem a bit low energy today, that's why. And also, as some of you have pointed out, in 55 minutes time, Sony PlayStation are doing their every so often state of play where they do some big announcements, and they'll be doing some big VR announcements. I know Without Pro are doing some pre-coverage, probably in about half an hour time. So this will be a bit of a short show anyway. I mean, I say a short show, it'll be about an hour long, but maybe 5 minutes before the hour, we'll wrap it up just so I can get myself comfy with a blanket and stuff and get ready to watch that show. So that should be really, really good. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Just want to say a massive hello to everyone in the chat. We got Mojo, got Canuck Tunes, we got Chris in the Purple House, we've got Clem Fandango, who currently has apple and water. Apple and water. Let me bring that up again. That's good. I actually bought some apples. I bought some apples when food shopping earlier. Apples are a thing that I'll always buy them. I'll get through a packet of them, and then I'm just like, oh, that was so much effort. I'm not sure about it. What is the best way to eat an apple? What's the most enjoyable way to eat an apple, people? Like I've talked about the banana with a hot chocolate. That's a good combo. Is it just an apple and water? Is that the combo? Hello, David. Good to see you here. Callie Timecat. We've also got Siago, we've got Virgosoft, who's asked a question. I've added that, and Mojo's question as well. Joshua Taylor, hello. Elderly Morningstar, hi Miles. You dare so close to state of play. Yeah, well, you can jump off of that as soon as you can. Drink a carton of pineapple juice a day. Isn't that just so full of sugar? So full of sugar. Super Nintendo Charmers, good to have you here. Yeah, and Charlotte Borgen, Kira Cat Lady, Roy Schwartz, and the list goes on. I'm going to stop scrolling up. Thank you, everyone. I hope you're having a good week. Evening in an apple pie, of course. So I had, when I went to the restaurant, it was a local restaurant on the river, like a really cozy pub. And the dessert was apple crumble, but it was, I'm going to say it was like Durnham. Is Durnham a type of plum? That's what they told me. But it was like half of it was crumble. Normally the crumble is just like the surface. Half of it was crumble. And I don't like to engage in hyperbole when it comes to food. but I think it might have been one of, if not the best crumble I've ever had. It was amazing, and it came in this amazing dish. And the choice was hot custard, warm custard, or ice cream. And I went with ice cream. Normally I would get custard with it, but for me with desserts, it's always the hot and cold combo. If a dessert is warm, you want it with something cold. Peanut butter and apple. Does peanut butter and apple go well? I've not done that. A couple of you said peanut butter, and you're making apple pies later, are you? Can it? Well, dish some out. Banana chips. I haven't had banana chips in forever, and beer. Oh man, lots of talk about apples now. This is good. English food is so basic. Apples are mega for energy. They are. There's often there's that saying, isn't there, that like having an apple first thing in the morning will give you the energy of like a cup of tea or a coffee. So there's that. Well, with it being January, and by the way, if you've got questions, keep them coming in. I'm saving them. I've got 3 at the moment. It being vegan area at the moment, I was doing some food shopping earlier, and one of the things I did when food shopping was I do love myself a chicken Caesar salad, but I always just go down to Tesco and get their like meal deal ones, which are fine. But I thought I need to start cooking. And I kept being shown this video on my recommended on YouTube, and it was, let me find it here. This was what, I don't know if this is going to share it. Yeah, this is the one I got shared. The best chicken breast you'll ever make, restaurant quality. This is from last week. I'm massive. Let me shrink myself there. This video kept being recommended to me. The best chicken breast you ever make, and it's 11 minutes 24. To be fair, half of it is cooking the chicken breast. The second half is like making the sauce, which, and I was just curious to know, like small techniques. Like I don't do a lot of cooking. I don't have a lot of confidence with it. And also playing Cooking Simulator VR made me think about, God, cooking is really good fun. And so I actually did this earlier, and it turned out really, really good. So I went out shopping, and I got myself like lettuce, except I got the wrong lettuce. What lettuce do you get for a Caesar salad? What lettuce do you get for a Caesar salad, people? Tell me. Because I didn't get the right lettuce. But you can still use it. It's just not as crunchy. So you're meant to use romaine lettuce, which is the sort of, yeah, there we go, romaine lettuce. Because it's a lot more crispy and crunchy. Crunchy texture. I just got an iceberg lettuce. And to be fair, you can, it works. And I couldn't find any croutons. I couldn't find any croutons when I was shopping. So I got some cheese straws and broke them up and put them instead. So I did a bit of it, but it turned out good. It turned out really good. I did buy a bottle of Caesar dressing. I didn't make that myself, and everyone's saying romaine 100%, 100%. Yeah, I should have done that. But yeah, an iceberg. No, not iceberg. Raw baby spinach is also good, well washed, yeah. Anyway, so I made myself a Caesar salad earlier, and it was really good, and I just felt really good for making it. There's that joy, isn't there, in the process of cooking, knowing what you're going to get to. But anyway, as I was shopping in the vegan, there was lots of veganary sections. My eyes caught hold of 2 of these things. Firstly, some vegan chocolate flavour brownie mix, and you just add vegetable oil and water. So, yeah, gonna be making that at some point. Yeah, and then I also got Bosch is a very great brand. Chunky Chocky cookie kits, sweet, easy, delicious. You just need plant-based butter and water. So yeah, I'll be doing that. I mean, look, by the way, that's not proper baking. I know, I'm very well aware. I think baking is amazing as well. But I Gordon Ramsay'd that salad. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. But yeah, the cooking the perfect chicken breast, the way he talks about it is like things like Seasoning, just salt and pepper. He goes into the fact that if you use other types of seasoning, that when you cook it, it kind of, didn't say blemishes, but it kind of like it ruins the chicken. So you just need salt and pepper. And then also you like use a paper towel to like get rid of all the excess moisture before you cook it. It was really interesting, and it turned out the best I've ever cooked. And often when I cook chicken, I'll just do it in the oven because I'm normally doing it in marinated, like peri-peri marinated chicken and things like that. Whereas pan frying it turned out really, really good. So there was that. That was that. Something else I discovered this week was when I got COVID over a year ago, I lost my sense of smell, and I could tell because I have this box of essential oils. And I think we were talking about this last week, weren't we? Yeah, we were. Yeah, because we had the lemon one. And it's so strong now, the sense of smell. And it's amazing because for a long time, I couldn't smell things properly. So it's good to have that back. And Kira says, I learned that you layer seasoning. So onions, then the veffes, then the sauce. By the way, what is veffes? What is veffes? I don't know what veffes is, unless you've misspelled it and I sound like I'm being pretentious. Would you ever do a vegan, veggie-themed whole show one day? Well, it's funny you say that because I actually did have a thumbnail for a vegan episode for National Vegan Day. I think it was in like December or something, or November. And it never happened. But yeah, we should totally do that. I'd be well up for doing it. And some of you are probably asking, well, why am I cooking chicken breast if I'm vegan? I'm not vegan. I'm not vegetarian. Oh, veggies. Sorry, veggies. I'm such an idiot. Sorry. See, I told you. Veggies, of course, because G is next to the F on the keyboard. I'm sorry, Kira. But yeah, I'm not even vegetarian, but the only meat I tend to eat, and there are sometimes exceptions, is chicken. I try and cut down, but a close friend of mine, he has rescue chickens in his garden, and it does make me think differently about chickens. Like, you realise they have personalities, and it's all the... I do eventually want to be able to cut out meat completely, and a lot of times I will have substitute chicken food and that. This sounds... Elvert says, you are a killer on D-Day, Myles. What would be your dream game? Okay, well, I didn't realise there was a question at the end there. I will save that. Also, I need some time to think about it. But yeah, D-Day, been having a good time of it. There are a lot of VR games I'm still yet to live stream. I've just not been... I was going to do it every day last week, but I just sort of listened to my body and my mind, and I took like... The last week, I've been completely switched off from everything. I've not really been posting on social media and things like that. And I would say I feel better for it. I still feel terrible, but I probably feel better than I would have done. I don't know. Maybe I've caused more harm by not engaging in stuff, but I am looking forward to getting back to doing some mental health shorts and short videos. But I've also been doing job hunting. And as of today, I'm in the process of finalising an exciting new job. It's not a full-time job, it's freelance work, but it's nice to have something come along that quickly. So yeah, that's something I've been focused on. Let me have a look. Get a HOTUS for Ultra Wings. I mean, I'd love to, and I think this was mentioned before for another game. I mean, I'm definitely not going to be getting one now just because I need to be saving my money. Basically, February and March was going to be insanely expensive for me if I did have a full-time job because I'm getting my kitchen redone and stuff is starting to happen already. And then in March, I am meant to be going to the States for the Without Parole Game Cat meetup. And actually, I need to be booking my flights tonight because it's the 31st. So it'd be really, really expensive anyway. But without a job, that becomes even more tougher. And also, when I do my Let's Plays videos, there are sometimes exceptions. But I tend to try and play them just using the Sense controllers or the DualSense, just because... I want to be playing it in the way that most people will be playing it. And then obviously if you have a HOTUS, it's going to be way better. But people that own a HOTUS will know that. Someone was asking what HOTUS is. That is, it's basically the joystick. I don't actually know what it stands for. But yeah, it's the joystick that you can get plugged in. Yeah. Cool. Also, one more thing, as I always talk about, is like if you like the music that you hear at the start of the show, do search Myles Dyer Live on Spotify, and then you'll just find this here. And 112 songs we've got now. Lots and lots of music. It's amazing. It started in the 29th of June, 2022. And we've now got the latest ones here. 21 minutes ago I added it. Yeah, because the track I was playing at the beginning was... oh, you can't actually see it here. Let me see if that fixes it. Was Leave the World Behind by Nufori and Luna Lenta. Great track. Quite bouncy. It was good though. There we go. Hands on throttle and stick. That's what HOTUS stands for. Hands on throttle and stick. So thank you. And break out the merch. When I was doing my tax returns, it included things that I paid for merch. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been. It would have been for other branding stuff. I just did my tax returns yesterday. So I've actually saved some money because I have a pot for taxes, a hangover from my freelance days. But obviously, because I work a full-time job, I'm paying tax anyway. So often it's not going to come anywhere close to it. And my tax was like 700 quid cheaper than I was expecting. So that helps me out a little bit. Have you seen the film Leave the World Behind? No, I haven't. And there's a lot of movies I need to be catching up on. Leave the World Behind 2023 is a horror drama with Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts. How about that? Got good reviews. Leave the World Behind. An exceptionally well acted apocalyptic thriller, Leave the World Behind steadily draws the viewer in despite its leisurely pace and somewhat simplistic messaging. Oh, okay. I've seen from seeing the poster. I do recognise it. Oh, it's got Mahershala Ali in it, who I believe is going to be the new Blade. Okay, that's cool. Noted. Right, let's get some of your questions. Actually, here we go. So, which way do I start with? From the top, I guess. Mojo asks, "Did you get some good rest, Myles?" I've been sleeping a lot lately, and I guess I'm well rested. I'm feeling good when I wake up, but then I just generally feel terrible. And like in the evenings, I'm pretty exhausted and not energized. But I do think it's the lack of sun. Like they do say, when it's grey and dark, you need to spend more time outside to really get those rays, because the rays you get through a window, the window removes all the beneficial parts of the sunlight. So you need to get out there, and that's something I definitely need to do more of. Vargelsoft says, "Myles, Secret Labs chairs, are they worth the asking price?" So for those that were wondering, Secret Labs. I remember when I was looking for a chair, I had these 3 chairs I bought for when I did my podcast show, and they were like office chairs, like went up to your lower back, and they were super comfy, really ergonomic, and they were like £600 each. The truth is, if you want to get proper office chairs, they cost a lot of money. And I was going to all these like places like Office World and that, checking out all these office chairs for like £100, £200. And things might have changed now, but my opinion at the time was, if you're going to be spending between £100 and £300 on a chair, you may as well throw in an extra couple £100, because I don't think the chairs you get between £100 and £300 are worth the price, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like if you're going to be paying serious money for something that's going to last, and I've had this for many, many years. Secret Labs, I've been very, very impressed with. So yeah, just showing you here. This is Secret Labs, but they are not cheap. They are not cheap at all. Let's have a look how they are. I mean, this is similar. This comes in at $469. So just under £500. I just had to replace about a year ago the bottom of the seat, like the bit that I'm actually sat on, because I think I've been wearing a belt and it'd been wearing away at it, and it cost like £60 to replace. Oh yeah, you got all the different. That's pretty cool. Okay, and then obviously it's going to put the price up. Special editions as well. Oh, they've got like ones for different games. Overwatch. That's super cool. Like, these designs are great. Dark Knight. Well, Cyberpunk. Okay, the Cyberpunk I know. I mean, that back is incredible. Really, really cool. Oh, and then you get plus fabric. And then, oh, wow. Napa leather, which is like £800. So, yeah. So, they are really expensive, but I've had this for, I don't know, I've had this for maybe 4 years. Maybe I've had it for longer, but it's great. It's super comfy, and I'm super, super happy with it. So, yeah. But it's obviously a personal thing. Yeah. I once sat on an office chair at work and was advised not to because of how expensive it was. Let's have a look here. Looper says, oh, regarding the window thing. Yeah, if you got a window that fully opens and the sunlight can still hit you, if you're getting direct sunlight, then yeah. But obviously it's not going to be as much as if you're walking outside and you're getting not just the sun, but you're getting it bouncing off the floor and all around you. Nothing beats going outside, and also it's good for circulation to get out. So yeah. Talking about movies, I got asked by Canic Tunes, have you seen Godzilla -1? Highly recommend. I'm buying it on Blu-ray. I really wanted to see it in the cinema, but I missed it, unfortunately. But yeah, looked incredible. Hey, Brandon VR. Hope you're doing well. And if you can, write it off as a work expense. Yeah, I mean, this was a work expense when I was doing freelance. Someone from Secret Labs is chatting to me, asking me if I need help. I should say, hey, join the live show. Give away a free one. Yeah, Black Friday. Always wait for the sales. For sure. For Secret Labs. For absolutely. Right, going on. Hopefully that helped, Virgosoft. Oh, Marmite versus Vegemite. I've never had Vegemite. And Marmite, do they sell Marmite in America? Yeah, Vegemite, I've never had. And does it actually taste different? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't answer that. What is your... Oh, okay, I thought this was what's going to be your favourite. What is your least favourite sit-down restaurant? That's really difficult. Least favourite. So, like, what is my worst ever experience at a restaurant? Man. Genuinely, I don't think... I mean, I can remember a place that I ate that I was very disappointed by, and it was a very well-renowned restaurant in London called the Ivy. The Ivy. I went there for a work Christmas thing. We had our own private room and everything. The Ivy. So you can do private dining. This was I think this was it. Maybe not. Was it the loft? No. I mean, maybe it was just different arrangement. Oh no, this was it. Yeah, this is where we had our Christmas work thing. This was like 10 years ago. It was super, super nice in terms of the environment and stuff. And the ivy has always been held up in high regard. And I can remember the 3 dishes I had. So for starter, I had duck with watermelon, I think it was. But it should have been called watermelon with duck because it was loads of watermelon and a little bit of duck. It was nice, but it was kind of like, I don't know, it was interesting. And then I had a special shepherd's pie for Christmas shepherd's pie they did. And I hate to say this, I was like, I don't know, I was just like, I could have had something as good from like a Tesco's extra value or whatever it is, finest ready meal. I mean, it was a bit better than that, but it felt like it wasn't exceptional. I wasn't impressed. And then for dessert was cookies and ice cream, and it looked like someone had literally gone to Tesco's and just thrown a couple of cookies in a bowl and then just put scoops of ice cream on it. And yeah, that was my experience. So it was fine. But I think I went in with high expectations because the ivy is really held in high regard. Yeah, that's brought back a lot of memories. So that was it. Duck and watermelon sounds gross. I mean, it was interesting. I just think they had the wrong like ratio of stuff. So, yeah. Oh wow, Mojo. Mojo with the super chat. My goodness. Well, I'm going to have to jump straight to this question. Thank you. £40. That is incredibly kind of you, Mojo. Thank you so, so much. Mojo asks, if you could invent your own sauce or pizza topping, what would you concoct and what would you name it? Coming up with your own sauce. Well, I'm going to skirt around this question and then I'm going to try and answer it. So my brother, and some of you may have been to restaurants like this. My brother went to a... I just love all the comments about the... and yeah, like the smash button. Yeah, give it a thumbs up if you're watching. Hello, everyone. And hello, King Rolo, the cartoon game cat. Thank you, Mojo. You get another one. My brother went to a restaurant, and so you might have gone to one, because I'm sure they have these all over the world. He went to one where it was kind of like, I'm going to say it's novelty pizzas, but that's not probably the right way of describing it. But they were pizzas where they were like culinary themed of different regions. So, for example, they had a Chinese pizza, which was plum sauce as the base. And then it had crispy duck. Let me search this online. And then okay. I'm trying to read. I don't know what the place was. I'd love to find out though. But anyway, so that was one of the pizzas, and then another one was like a curry pizza. So curry sauce was the base. So you kind of get the idea that's what it was. And Siago has politely tapped the like button. Thank you very much. He said it was really good. So that's what comes to mind. But inventing your own sauce. And then as for toppings, I mean, oh man, like an ingredient that I always thought, why has this not made it onto pizza yet? And I think it's just because it goes off quite quickly. I don't know. But like avocado, surely avocado would be a good pizza topping. Or am I wrong? Am I completely wrong? Have I missed the point? I just feel like avocado would be a good one. Dunking my pizza in a madras is where my head's gone. Oh, madras would be so good. Madras is is my go-to curry. Got such a kick to it. Speaking of which, I was supposed to book myself at the local curry house for my birthday, but I can do that tomorrow. But yeah, but if I was to come up with my own custom sauce, I mean, I guess it would be like, I don't know, if there was like a sun-dried tomato sauce. Like, I love the flavour of sun-dried tomatoes. And you say, I'm sure it's been done somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, but in terms of like, I feel like I'm just going to answer the basic question of what do I get on my pizza. I always go half and half, and it's one of the very few times I will eat pork, because I will get half pepperoni, half Hawaiian. Ham and pineapple. But yeah, I'm glad you're satisfied with the answer, because I feel like it was a terrible answer. That's why I said I was going to skirt around it, because even if I can't answer it directly, I can at least get out. And yeah, just 17 days until my birthday. It's going to be on a Saturday. Let me actually have a look. Yeah, 2 more. Oh, wow. In 2 weeks, it's Valentine's Day. Sun-dried tomatoes on pesto sauce with Parmesan. Oh, that sounds good. That would be good. I'll never forget. I'll have to get my friend Fawn to come round sometime. But I was at hers once. This is many, many years ago. And we basically went to all these different Tesco's and we bought so many ingredients for pizza. And we made the pizza base and everything. So we made it all from scratch. And we put so many toppings, it was like a pie. It was so thick. And it was not that big, but anyone that had a slice, they were full after one slice. It was incredible. Clem Fandango says, nothing at all to do with pizza, but I suggest you try a cube of cheese dipped in honey and then dip the honey side on ground coffee. It's really good. Is there a name for that? I've never heard for this before. So, cube of cheese, honey, coffee. Oh, Jamie Oliver talks about it. Is he the inventor of it? Here we go. Craft and Life, inspired by Jamie Oliver. Just been watching Jamie Oliver's new 30-minute meal show. About halfway through, he put together some ingredients that just don't sound quite right. Spurred on by his, go on, try this for yourself, dare, we couldn't resist. Get together the cheddar cheese, honey and coffee granules. Let me zoom this in a bit. Cut thin slices of the cheese, drizzled the honey, and then took a couple of coffee granules and crushed over the top. Time to try the concoction. Gulped a couple of times, and then in it went. Glad to report we are both alive and found the taste quite unusual. It was quite a thing to taste the strong coffee around the mouth while tasting the cheese on the tongue. I found it really interesting and knew the outcome is that we would definitely try this again. Interesting. I mean, well, Joe Rogan was in the news recently because on his thing, he was speaking to Elon Musk about pizza. And Joe Rogan pizza, it was anchovies and... what was it? Anchovies and pineapple. That was it. So someone's here done an inspired one. The Joe Rogan inspired anchovies and pineapple, the spirit of innovation. Here we are. And it's meant to be amazing, but it's like, yeah. The mix of intense saltiness with the sweet kick. Step. Okay. Look at that. That's how it looks. So proper made it fresh. The moment of truth. As I took the first bite, the flavours danced a tango on my taste buds. The savoury fish, the burst of pineapple, the chewy crust. It was a harmony of taste too bold to ignore. And just like that, a homemade pineapple and anchovy pizza inspired by Joe Rogan's podcast was born in my kitchen. So what's my verdict? After a slice or three, I'm convinced pineapple and anchovy pizza deserves a spot on your plate. It's a yes from me. There we go. So from that to that. There we go. I'm just being asked if I'm going to watch the state of play. I am. This show's going to be ending in 15 minutes, so we've got time to switch over. And also, I'm very run down today, so there's that. But there we go. Yeah, it looks good. Looks really, really, really good. That cheese and coffee, cheese, coffee, and honey. I do put drizzle of honey in stuff here and there. Looks horrible. Looks horrible. I mean, melted cheese, you know, can look pretty disgusting most of the time anyway. Right, next question. Fifth asks, have you ever returned food at a restaurant? I like all these food questions. This is cool. Have you ever returned food at a restaurant and complained? I don't think I have. I think my food may have been taken back when I was a kid and my parents did it, but I don't think I've ever sent food back. No. Have you? Have people here done it? Let's do a poll on that. I'm curious. By the way, the thumbnail for today's live show is epic. Really colourful. I like it. Start a poll. Also, I could do a Q&A with the live chat. Let's just try that afterwards. Have you ever returned food at a restaurant and complained? Yes or no? There we go. Let's do this, and we'll come back to that question. I'm sure people are... Only once there was hair in my onion rings. Ugh. Actually, I don't think it was at a restaurant. I think it was at a... I'm not going to say it was like... this is where it was, because I don't think it was. But it was kind of like, you know, like a Subway or somewhere else where you get food and then there was a hair in it. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, Callie says, I often worry that if I send something back, it might be returned with some unwanted extra. Yeah, I mean, I do wonder how common that is. I mean, I really can't see it. I also think, like, I don't know. Yeah. Clem says, I do the classic British thing, complain about it to who I am with, and then when they come over and ask how it is, politely respond with, it's great, thanks. That is so true. Yeah, he's like, with gritted teeth, yeah, good, yeah, thank you. That's great. David asks, how is the job hunting going? So... I haven't done any, like, extensive job hunting yet, like the normal ways. I've just been talking in my networks. And currently, basically last Friday, I had 2 meetings. And I've basically got 2 freelance projects that could work hand in hand together. And one of them is working in cybersecurity again. And another one is working for a VR company that has done a very well-established PSVR 2 title. Both of them I intend on working on, but we're just like nailing the final details. But if that happens, it will be a good start. So yeah, that's cool and exciting. So yeah, the job hunting is I don't know. I just think that because of how I established myself after being let go, I mean, the VR company contacted me within an hour of me announcing I was made redundant. They gave me their phone number and said, give me a call. And I was really, really grateful for that. But yeah, so it's been going good. And I'll have more to share in due time. But no, thank you for asking. It's been quite a start to the year. Let's have a look here. What else we got? Myles, how do you get your pulse to show on screen when playing scary games? So it's on my Apple Watch because it takes my heart rate, so I can use that when I'm doing fitness games and things like that. And in terms of the app I use this. It's called... oh, wait, I wasn't opening it up on the right one. This is the app. It's called Pizza. It's called stromno.com. And I think you do pay for it. But yeah, this is basically it. You install the app on your watch. You log in with a short code. And it just means that once you're in it, I can't log in at the moment and that, but it will basically then you can then like set up how it looks and the aesthetics and things like that. So yeah, that is how I do it for heart rate. But it is on a bit of a delay for the live stream. So often when I'm made to jump, you'll see my heart rate go up like maybe 5 to 10 seconds later. But you know, it still adds to it. Like if there's a continuous tense moment or I'm working out and really out of it, you can really see how it impacts my heart rate. Obviously, you could get proper heart rate equipment, which would probably be more accurate. I haven't got around to that yet, but I don't know. I have to wait and see. Maybe if I get a new Apple Watch, we'd have to wait and see. Question here: would you have a telepathic implant like that person is trialing? Yes, and that's not a yes to the question. That's me thinking about it because brain implant from what's Elon Musk called it? They've given it a name, haven't they? He gave it. It's called. Oh, I thought he said it was going to be called like Paradise or something like that. Tech billionaire has claimed his Neuralink company has successfully implanted one of its wireless brain chips in a human. There was a video I saw a while ago where they had a monkey playing a computer game, and every time it won the level, it got some banana paste, so it would... And then they did a brain implant that he was controlling the thing with his mind, but he was still using the stick. But the stick was not wired to the machine. So he thought he was controlling it with the stick, but he wasn't. He was controlling it with his mind because it knew what his mind was thinking. And so, yeah. Here we go. It's been criticised. It's been criticised in the past that a company engaged in testing which resulted in the deaths of approximately 1,500 animals. Shit, including sheep, monkeys, and pigs. That's pretty messed up. That was it. Yeah. It is telepathy. Sorry, well, I don't know why I'm so struggling with that, but yeah. I mean, we are moving into such a remarkable stage when it comes to technology and AI and things like that. Can you imagine AI-controlled telekinesis? Well, this is it. There is going to be a divergence of humans and machines. It's just going to happen. It's inevitable. But yeah. Anyway, I am going to have a look now at the results of the poll. Make sure you vote. If you haven't voted yet, we were asking, have you ever returned food at a restaurant and complained? Yes or no? Last chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Right, let's have a look at the results. We're ending the poll. And the results are... Here we go. 69% said no. 30% said yes. So some of you have. Okay. For those that have complained, apologies if you have mentioned it already. What did people complain for? has this ever included like, oh, it's not cooked enough? I think that is where chefs might have most of an issue, is if they're told it's not being cooked enough. You know what I mean? Like, this is undercooked. But yeah. YouTube, do you math? Yeah, it doesn't include the percentage, the decimal point. Yeah. The 69% are the British, Mojo says. Yeah. Just too polite. Don't want to mention it. Don't want to mention it at all. Don't want to mention it at all. Great question from Fifth, though. But yeah, undercooked. Some people saying they might have sent stuff undercooked back. Okay. All right, people. Last chance to get any questions that you have in. Going to wrap up in the next 5 minutes or so. What else did I discover this week? I discovered something this week, and I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. I am in such like la la land at the moment. But after this week, just because I'm getting all my ducks in a row, I am going to be putting together a battle plan for 2024 with Myles Dyer Live, which includes, getting the merchandise sorted. It also means getting guests on the show. There's a lot of great stuff happening there. So, yeah, I just want to sort of acknowledge that I know that, to be fair, I'm about to say this. I'm like, Myles Dyer Live has actually been pretty solid the last few weeks. We've had some really good conversations. I guess I just feel like I haven't felt good about them just because I've not been feeling good about myself. And that's just a fact of life and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully, once I've got this battle plan put together, I'll be in a better place. But yeah, I just want to just say a massive thank you for everyone for bearing with me, because, yeah, I really entered 2024 with such a spring in my step, and I was ready to kick ass and everything, and it all just went bleh, and it wasn't great. Merch would be awesome. I've got some great merch designs. I mean, you've seen some of them already. I mean, the one that I'm really excited to get done. Do you know what? Let me dig it up now. And I just want to make sure I haven't getting a lot of questions about food still. Mojo, I'll save that for a minute. Thank you. And I'm going to read that Kira Vitamin G, even though we don't do it as an actual section. If people want to share it, that's wicked. Right, Myles Dyer Live. Let's have a look. Projects. I'm just trying to find it where it is. Oh, where is it? Merchandise, here's the folder. Can't even find it. Oh God, what? How have I not got it? Sorry, I'm just still having a look. I remember I had new logos done, and I wasn't particularly happy with them. Stuff like this. This was like an interesting one because it was like add a VR thing to it. Hey Melanie, it's been a while indeed. Good to have you. Good to have you with us. Show assets. Let me have a look here. Must be. How have I not? I don't know where it is. How have I not got it? Yeah, I don't know how I've lost it. Just doing I appreciate this is a pretty boring thing, just watching me just searching stuff. I do have it on a Google Drive though. Let me have a look here and see if it's saved here. Projects, Empathy Arcade, YouTube membership. Here it is. Merchandise, development, and it's empty. It's empty. Right, I'm gonna have to do a search. I had some really good stuff, but I don't know where the membership. YouTube membership. Here we go. Emotes. Oh, here it is. How have I? Okay. No, it's. Wow. The research is empty. I need to dig it all out. But the emotes. I don't have it. I thought I had it. There was the image. You'll remember it. It was the penguin. It was this. It was the penguin of me getting hit with the paddle. Here it is. This is one of the designs. You see, it was done by Solemn Fiverr, so it's got the thing on it. But that was an old one, because I think the beard thing has been removed. But yeah, that's going to be one of the T-shirt designs. I think it's amazing. It's amazing, right? I can't wait to have that on a mug. But yeah, I think it's a super awesome awesome image. But then I've got some really cool like logos as well and stuff. So yeah, and to be honest, I want to get merchandise made so that I can do it as well. And then I might do some bundles or stuff because I've got some other merchandise I need to shift. That would be really, really cool. So yeah. Anyway, guys, Penguin revenge, everyone's saying, yeah. I'm just going to end with these two things. Kira Cat Lady says, a friend of mine reminded me that 2 steps forward and 1 step back is still progress. Absolutely. And that you can be frustrated with your coping strategies failing while keeping a positive mindset. It's absolutely true. Progress doesn't go in a straight line. Zigzags. Mojo says, what chef would you like to cook your last meal on death row? Why am I getting put on death row? What chef would I like to... Heston Blumenthal. If you don't know about this person, this guy is like... I'm doing the wrong one again. He did like... He's basically a scientist. He just takes a unique approach. So he'll like design food with just like the most ridiculous. There he is. Have they got any? He just has a really unique approach. So he'll make food that looks like something, but it's something else. It's incredible. It's incredible. We'll have to talk about that another time, though. Heston Blumenthal. Check him out. All right, everybody. We're going to wrap it up there. I want to say a massive thank you, everyone, for tuning in and for bearing with me as I go through this very slow period, low period in my life. But I'm really glad I've got you guys. You've been amazing. Do take care of yourselves. And next week we will return with regular programming, some themed things, and also lots of Let's Plays. There's a lot going on from next week. So, yeah, that is it. I need to get ready for State of Play. So, without further ado, take good care of yourselves. Do hit the like button before you head off. And do subscribe if you haven't already. And ring the bell to be notified of all future Myles Dyer lives and Let's Plays. And I will see you next time. Have a good time, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.
I was chasing sunsets all chasing sunsets all alone. A darkness fading, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
All right, everyone. State of Play is about to start over on PlayStation. I put a link in the chat to the Without Parole live stream. There's 800 people tuning in there. I will see you in the chat there. So, yeah, have a good one, everyone. Speak soon. Bye, 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 bye.